my whatever's hurt. Back up here.
Glutes.
Yeah. Well, no, down the sides of the thigh? That's not a glute.
No. Thigh muscle.
What?
It's a thigh muscle.
That's what's paining. They pained bad today. They pained bad for the first hour. So I've done about 3 hours worth of walking today, which is pretty good because I haven't done any other. Well, no, I did. I moved shit around upstairs. I moved it around out back. You know, floods and whatever, and I don't know. But those are bothering me, and that's what's hurting when I even walk. In fact, that's what's probably bothering me when I ride. It goes down at the back. When I'm walking, it goes up the side and down the back. And those are sciatica. That's what that is. So I don't know where the lighter is out here. Oh, there it is. So Fred would like to buy the bike. And I said, and he asked a dozen times, we'll see him tomorrow. I said, are you there tomorrow? Yeah, I'm over at Bonnie's. I said, well, we're going to show up for 7:30 because Tim works and he'll have slept for the day and whatever, but...
Well, I've slept for 4 hours.
How much should we sell it for?
I don't know.
He said to me, what do you want for it? I said, well, I don't know. What do you want to pay? What do you want for it? We're playing that game. I figured, I finally said to him, I said, look, let me talk to Tim. Because he's got money into it already. Or time. We've covered whatever with things we've brought him. Is it worth $1,000?
Maybe 800.
Okay. Well, I want the money out of it because it will go on the taxes. Okay. I don't know. I thought, well, you know, come up with a figure. I said, well, let me talk to Tim. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow, and then we'll horse trade. Okay, I'll put out a figure, and you'll say nope, and I'll say yep, and here, how about this, and you know. Do you want the bike? It's the back up here. I don't know if we need it. I don't know. He wants to turn it into a bobber.
That would be a neat bobber. If he can do it, that would be a neat little bobber.
He wants to do that. He wants to do it.
Yeah, that's about $3,000 worth of it.
Yeah, well, that's what he wants it for. And that's because of the compression on it. Yeah.
Good.
He's got he said, I got to put the pipes on. See, okay, because we've taken him pipes and we've taken him a few things, and I don't know, 800 to 1,000, you know, I figured that would be a good thing. Let's start with 1,000. Well, let's play poker. I'm going to put out 1,000. How are you?
Right.
I don't know what to make of all of it, so... Anyway, so that's the other thing. I ran into him when I was out on a walk, and a lot on. I'm just...
It's a very fast little bike. Very fast.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should be bringing it in here.
No.
Do you think you're going to ride it in the next while?
No. Not after all the work that went into the Virago. And bring it up to where it should be.
Wow. We're doing so many changes.
Pardon?
Doing so many fucking changes. So anyway, so look at me.
Oh. Uh-huh.
You see this?
Yeah.
Okay. That is what the new boy is doing up there. He is thrilled to be back upstairs. I think he thought he was being kicked out today. He squalled like for an hour out there. And I think he figured I was going to turf him. Meaning he's not that stupid. And Mailing says to me, she says, well, he doesn't know how to use a litter box. Kevin didn't understand that either completely. I said, Well, you know, I think my girl has kept him out of it. That's exactly. Because the door was shut on the box that I was putting him in. And now what am I going to do? And when I went upstairs, he was laying on, the blanket. And I thought, well, it's moved around. And then I moved it and went, oh, for fuck's sakes. He just looked at me with this look like he knew exactly what he'd done. So maybe he's not completely stupid. He's used a litter box in it, like in his box and out back. Ailing says to me, she says, how long has he been there? I don't know, 2 weeks. Before convocation, he showed up. We were feeding him. And Menzies is, I don't know, maybe cover my ass, because I finally called him tonight while I was waiting for you to get up, and I thought, I need to get him checked. If he is not fixed, he will start to spray soon, if he's young. I can't decide if he's young or old at this point. Kevin said to me, I think he's a young cat. Because he looked at him today, and I said, I don't fucking know anymore. Timmy's twice the size he was when he got here.
Yeah. It's because he's living outside all hand to hand.
I think that's exactly it. That's what I said to Menzies too. I said, when he first arrived, I thought he was a young cat. And then I thought, no, maybe. I said he's twice wide. And he hasn't been, I don't think he's, I wouldn't tell you he's overeating. I actually am not overfeeding him. He's eating about this much food a day right now in dry.
That's not a lot for a
That's
cat like
about
that.
right. Well, he has bulked up like you wouldn't bloody believe. And she said, well, this happens. And when I told her downtown core, she says, oh, that's usual. Well, it probably effing is. So, I don't know where else to look other than go and post signs. Hi, anybody missing a cat? Well, that's really not my job, is it? No, they should be out posting stuff. I said, well, I checked Facebook and the, lost pets and whatever. And she said, well, you can always call the SPCA. And I never thought of that, but you know how I feel about them. And I thought,
we all feel about them.
and the bottom line is go and see Dr. Mann, because it covers my ass. Okay, did I do anything wrong? No. And I have a vet I've taken the animal to. If he needs to be fixed, I told her, I said, I've got conferences and workshops. I said, I'll give you a call, towards the end of next week. Is that good? So okay, that's good. We'll get an appointment. We'll go in. We'll go visit. By that time, I have the feeling he'll be walking on a lead like Arnie. Because he's almost doing it now. And you're right. It's his leash. That's why he sits there, lays on it, and plays with it.
Yeah.
This is bizarre. He was so happy to get upstairs. I do think the poor baby thought I was going to get rid of him. I'm going out to the wilds and whatnot. I took him out in the backyard today for a little bit. And we sat there. And then he wasn't sure what was going on. He never did one of his flip-flops on the leash. Wasn't sure about coming back in. We're coming back in the garage. We're going in here. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. I want to go upstairs. No, you're going in here. So, but it might have been too early to do that thing about here. Let's leave you loose with one litter box that she's gonna say you can't use this. And I don't know what went on, because I have no record. I have the feeling she fucking sat there and guarded it. Well, yeah. And when she arrived, Tim, it was, Arnie never did this to her. So I'm going to put him in, but I couldn't believe it. I put the fucking benches in the hall. They looked really nice, both of them. And then I went to start to bug her with the fucking cat crate. And I'm going, this is not smart. I took that in there when I didn't have a double door. Well, now and Kevin's going, well, can't you
do
kind
know
of
you
like,
take care of
no,
it.
I can't. So
Huh?
I've got the other fucking
Yeah, well,
bench
you
back
do.
in where Kevin, in the side room area. That's it. That and a box
I
of
say, do you
papers
know
I
I'm
gotta
not
sort.
taking that
You have issues with the upstairs sink.
No, I'm not.
not
She's
that
mad
seal,
because
it's the
it's
other
dripping
seal.
on her.
What other
Okay, so on the
the
sink,
drop thing.
the second, when you look underneath, it's the second one down.
Yes, there you
He's
are.
got a plumber dude that he knows from wherever he does whatever. He said, oh, I'll ask him if he's got a piece. Okay. I've got a call in for Dwinky's Mark's guys.
Oh, for fuck's
And I
sake.
said-
I'm glad I
And,
toasted
and right
this
now it's
yesterday. It
cleaned
looks
up.
better.
I mean, even if he has to
Feels better,
monitor it,
smells
it won't
better,
look that
it's
bad
something.
for the next week. He said, I'll keep an eye on it. So he's going to try
That
to find a thing.
gate
I
wheel
don't
is
want him just
acting
buggering
up.
with it.
Just so you
And,
know.
and then I thought, well, we will get somebody in. And I said, this is not a good week right now. By the end of next week. Okay, I'll monitor
Here,
it.
deal with this.
That's where we're at.
I'm gonna
No.
use these
Okay, so the
things.
P-trap is here and it comes up to the sink and right here. It is not that top seal because we tested it today and it's leaking again. So I don't know what to do other than try to say, well, we could try to shoe goop it. I think it needs to be opened up and redone. So, to God, you're
Any water in your bottle?
on there. You know, I'm staring up at the ceiling here. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
No.
Well, there, it almost looks as beautiful as it did yesterday. And I did do a good job up here. I know I did. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Anyway, not all of that is on camera, but you know what? I just feel overwhelmed today. I feel more overwhelmed today than some of the days that I've done whatever here. Mailing assures me that I'm at this for the next 3 years, which she's probably right. When I went looking for those things, Tim, I was astounded at the junk that is still in where the truck parks. And I said to you, you know, well, first sweep, second sweep, third sweep, okay? And then maybe we'll get to where we aren't throwing anything in the garbage. But I looked out there and I thought, oh my God, that's right, I didn't deal with that. And there's 2 or 3 5-gallon pails that aren't full of God knows fucking what that I don't think I'm gonna keep. And like, now what? Well, we've got to pull that. So if we got to that this week, that might be, that's kind of the only spot I want to deal with. I said to her, well, you know, I don't want to do, I don't want to do much else. I don't feel like ripping a whole lot to pieces. I just don't. I'd like to come back and say, oh, it looks almost presentable. But when I'm away, it would be bad checking on Kevin's area. And let's hope that no issues will happen. If you're in the Tuesday, Wednesday, that's good. Because then it's a question of saying to him, you've got a buzz number, buzz 2. So, anyway. Holy fuck. Yeah, the apple tree will need something
come
sooner
on.
or later too. Although it's holding pretty good,
7:15.
come to think of it.
Oh, the fuck, yes.
Oh.
Where's Sadie? Probably in the
Gone away.
backyard, right?
Hey, come on. Oh, there's Sadie. Yes. Oh, she's over there somewhere. There you are. There. Yes, I see it.
Okay, you
It's
gotta go eat
dripping on that.
something. Okay, hang in there.
Look, I'm looking at Sadie. And there she is. Oh my. I love you. Okay. You're
Okay, you gotta go
going
eat
to
something.
that meeting?
Okay, hang in there.
Look, I'm looking at Sadie. And there she is. Oh my. I love you. Okay.
You're okay going to that gate, maybe? Okay.
No, we just keep driving through here. Anyway.
I'd like to be doing that too, and I can't bring myself to get it started before I head off. I just don't be doing that. Just do this now. And anyway. Okay, so what did I do here? I didn't do no exit. You turn. Oh, look. Just. Horsies! I want to take a picture of them. Come on. Okay, so now you're turning right. No, we just keep driving through here. Hey, there's our planes. Anyway. This road is in better shape than most of the Chilliwack ones.
Except for the edges.
Well, in town, yeah. And then here's where I messed it because we would have normally turned there, and I said, "Oh, we'll go over there." Yeah, turn right. We left.
That's the truck I stole.
What?
That's the truck I stole.
That's the truck you stole. I don't understand.
I got really drunk one night. Came out this way.
You didn't steal that truck.
Yeah. That's the dairy truck. I was so fucking drunk.
When the hell did you do that?
Oh, God. 5 years after I came out here. And I came up to this corner.
Is that before you went back east to go with
This
Logan?
touched this corner, and I put it in there.
Oh, wow. Okay, so here we are. Slow down, stop briefly. Lots of people are out here. This is the road they paved. Because this is what we did with gravel. And that was in 2000 and I haven't looked it up. I could with the pictures. I have the feeling it's about 2009, 10. Somewhere in that area. Because about that same time, Bobby was still with us. And Bobby, only because of which bike I would be riding, and Bobby was with us, and just all that stuff.
but this is what I wanted to come out with the bike, and I'll sit on the back with the video camera and just for something to do. It was just back there that I stopped, and I have a picture of my bike and you that I stood behind, and then there's one in the front, and it's a gravel road.
Yeah, because we stopped at the gravel.
Well, then we'll clock Kitchen Hall tonight, okay? Let's do that. We'll clock the miles. We have never known, have we? Well, then I guess tonight's the night to find out. How far did we walk? And I kept thinking, I think we walked up to Jesperson because he was closer to that corner than he was to the other one. And once you hit Jesperson, you follow it all the way through. And it seems to me that's what I said at the time. I don't know. That's a long time ago to remember, isn't it? But when I think about what we did, and I think he said that too, like, just go up there and just follow that, and, you know. And when we were riding it, I thought, God, this seems more familiar than going back by way of Kitchen Hall to here, and or, you know, and Kitchen Road, and turn and walk this way. And because I remember us doing almost a straight through, like not, oh, we got to turn here, we got to turn there. It seems to me that this section was paved. It's that back section that was not. And that they finished the paving in. Well, what? Okay, slow down.
Oh, I got traffic behind.
Well, I know, but now you're going to turn left. So it's out here, and I didn't tell you this, I didn't stop. This is somewhere out where I smacked up the Chrysler. And I swear I passed the same tree. It's still here. Yeah. So just... You don't have traffic behind you, so slow.
No, I do, dear.
No, you don't. I'm not gonna... So we're out for an evening drive. Who cares? We could be fucking farmers. Seems to me it was right in this turn. I mean, I brought you out here before. That tree... Whoa, slow down. See this one with the ivy on it? Just don't go off the road. Can you just stop? Right there. That one. And it was at least that big then. And we came off, and I tore it up on back in here. It was bumpy, and I threw the front end right into the ivy. Because there was a turn just about there, and there was that double S, and I hit a whole whap of leaves. That tree's too small. It would have to be that one. Anyway. You know, like when we were riding out here, I thought, or would it be that? No, because this one's even bigger. So it was before the S. It was right in between the two of them. And that's the only big tree there is that would sit as what? 1970. That's it. That incredible, isn't it? Okay, well, we can go that way. Here we are. And that's got too much of a drop off. So does that one. It couldn't be in here. It was before the house. And Stefan lived out this way. And Annetta's brother was, I think, that farm. Yeah, it seems to me, well, the barns were blue. I mean, that's a ways back too, right? Or, no, maybe it was this one. Maybe they're all the same one. It was a little place. Now you're going to turn right. So we are on, hang on, we're taking more pictures of this. Well, we know where it was. Kitchen Road, or Kitchen, yeah. And then up here, and then we'll start clocking it about halfway through, and basically take it back past not. See how many miles we walked, lived. Smile. Okay, how many miles did we live?
Lifetime's worth in one night.
That was unbelievable. It's just wow. This is what I couldn't do when I was on a bike. Was here. Whoa! You're right here.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So whoa! I think I took pictures of this before. Okay. Here we go.
You got kitchen all?
Yeah. So about halfway down, and if you drive slow, I had real troubles with saying which is Jerry's place, parents' place. It was a right-hand side driveway because we drove
Going which way?
on the left. It was on the left, and we drove in past the house. Whether or not the barn was there, I mean, things will have changed. It won't be that one because we went past the house around to the back, and I mean that's too new. That one's too new or remodeled. This one makes me think it might have been, but then again, what does that say? Jersey something, Canada? I should look to see if the parents are still there.
Jersey, Canada.
I think it was that one. Like just, I don't know. And it may have been all one family place, but it was an older house. But see, that driveway's on the wrong side too. And of course things could have changed too, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't this small. It was like an older house. I swear it was an older house. Like, 1950s looking or something. And would have had, because they were dairy and whatnot, should have had a cow barn, but then again, maybe it didn't have a cow barn now. That one's not it because it's too short of a driveway again. And this is too close to the river itself. But I'm almost certain that we turned left into it. It's funny because they're murky memories. They're kind of dreamlike.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought we would go this way, but this is what feels more familiar. Sounds strange, familiar. I don't know. We only did it once. But walking back that route and all the way through, I think we came up to Jesperson. We didn't come down Jesperson because I know we went to Kitchen Road because we came out and we did Annetta first. But this would run you all the way back without a lot of whatever. So start clocking.
751.
7:51, huh?
No, 752.
7:50. Well, whatever. Close to. Well, we had that little bit back there. So 7:51. Okay, what?
Work last night outside on a 2 o'clock break. And we were sitting there having smoke.
That's why you can hear me rather than sitting on the mic, right?
Like a jet was going. Figure it out. Stops. Then it happens again. Then all of a sudden this wind came blowing in that was like a hurricane.
Oh yeah, the lakes do that.
Just unbelievable.
Yeah, see, there are some new little roads out here since then, but that was a while ago. Now you got to Jesperson, you're turning right. And this is what feels familiar. This also would have theoretically been the shorter route if we were just going to walk roadway. Did we cross fields? I can't remember.
No.
I don't think we did. But if we did, this would have been the way to do it once we got up to whatever. And I don't know. Doing what it was just doing?
No, the one I jumped in sleep.
Oh. This just, yeah, you know, whoopie-doopie-doop. And ultimately, in some ways, this is faster than that route because of it cuts back and forth this way.
Left.
And left, yeah. See, that's Kitchen Road. If not, we followed Kitchen Road back there. But I don't think we did. I think we.
All I remember is walking towards the lights.
Well, that would have been Kitchen Road or this one, or because that's Kitchen Road right there.
Yeah.
That would have tied in. So ultimately, where we would have dropped him off would have been about the same distance either way. But I mean, this is another one of these winding roads. I felt like we walked this forever.
Yeah.
Wow. Hope you feel old now. Oh, 1970s, man. Wasn't it? Holy shit.
It's over 40 years ago, dear.
Ah. I don't know if it feels like it yet. It just means I feel old, but it doesn't necessarily feel long ago. Because we stopped near Kinsman. I know we came this route. Whether we did the other one or this. Because I had a piddle.
Yeah.
I remember saying,
yellow line.
I remember saying, that's it, I have got to go pee. Well, where are you going to go? Well, I'm just going to do it right here. I don't care anymore. But the same place they put the road ices things in.
Yeah.
That's it. Actually, no, I think it was right about somewhere in here.
It's 20 to 7.
Huh?
It's 20 to 7.
Well, we can stop at another park out there. We're clocking this right now. Yeah, that would have been nice if they had that cut through bridge there in those days. Wouldn't that have helped?
Yes.
I mean, if you think we walked an extra, 2 miles just because you couldn't get through across. 3 miles, I don't know. And I don't know why it took us so effing long that night. I really don't.
You were walking fast.
Oh, my feet hurt. Ronnie Newman and I could walk to Vetter. Way out to, remember the auto courts?
Yeah.
We could do that within the hour. Like, easy stuff. Of course, I suppose I was older and I was more used to hiking at that point. I think this was, I don't think I really had walked that length. Well, certainly not at that time of early morning hours. Fixtures, how many are still around? Look, the IGA is.
Yeah.
Wow, I should shop there just for something to do.
No idea what their prices are. I have no idea.
Well,
what
it's just for something to do. So then we have to go up to McNaught and turn right on McNaught and go to the second entrance. No, we did not do McNaught. We came down Carlton and then crossed through Adenauer.
Either way, it's about the same.
Well, it doesn't matter. We turned here. This one.
it was to avoid your parents.
Yeah, I figured they'd be out looking for me. Was that what we were doing? Oh, maybe.
They'll never catch us this way.
Oh, yeah, maybe, eh? Yeah, well, no, they're sitting waiting for us when we get there. I don't know. I talk about it being 2, 3 in the morning. It may not have been.
It was.
Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. Don't go around the roundabout. We did. There was no roundabout there. That is not a bad looking set.
There's no room for it.
Well, yeah, I don't know where to put it, but it looks pretty darn good. A lot of people are doing this, aren't they?
Yeah.
With the here.
Yeah.
Like it's just all over the place. And then we came through here, and then over and past that away, and there's the fence I climbed. I didn't climb it on this side. I climbed it in the front. And what's bizarre, it's still there. That right there, that section. That is just unbelievable. No, we just keep driving through here. I wanted to go past here anyway and just look at the trees need to be clipped again too. But anyway. Okay, what's our block number? No, don't stop here. Keep driving.
760.
760. Okay, we'll figure that out. Those trees need to be done. 9 kilometers? 6 miles? Took us 2 fucking hours? Holy shit. That's unreal. That's terrible time. That is really bad time. Hell, man, I wasn't even out for an hour today and I put on 2, almost 3. Wow.
Told you we weren't walking fast.
Huh?
Told you we weren't walking fast.
I wasn't walking fast today. Of course, I wasn't wearing high heels either, which might have something to do with it. So where can we stop on the way out towards their place? Because we got about 40 minutes. Well, we'll go out towards that away. I'm sure we'll think of something. Yeah, those trees need to be redone. The front hedges. What do you do? Just the pruner? The trimmers, okay.
I think they're still over there.
No, they're not. They're at home. Wow, that's bad time. 9 kilometers for 2 hours? Shit, man. We would have died before we ever got to Vancouver.
Drive. Yeah.
Why was that an off drive?
It's a good thing we weren't on drive.
Well, yeah.
5 years.
Well, I'm going to put this on Facebook. That's not a good thing to say. You borrowed it.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of group and people and go use somebody's dad's vehicle and yeah, okay, well, that's and none of us ever did much more than get grounded.
Yep. Trying to get back to Chilliwack.
Well, I smacked up the Chrysler. What happened to me? I didn't even get grounded. I just had my father not speak to me for about 5 months. My mom shrugged eventually and said, well,
Shouldn't have done that.
shouldn't have done that, and we should be letting you drive. And I was 15, 16, and they had said, no, you can't get your license, is what my dad said. Why did I do it? Like, if you think about it, why did I do it then? And I thought, shit, man, well, I can drive. Well, obviously I can, but it was a bad day. It had been one of the, like October-y kind of rain with I don't know how many leaves on the road, and the brakes just locked. It just...
Went for a ride.
We went for a ride. It just fishtailed like you wouldn't believe, and I couldn't pull out of it. And Logan's screaming at the top of her lungs, "We're gonna die!" And do you remember her? I mean, really, she's just screaming. And I don't know if I was praying or what I was doing, but I'll tell you what, I ended up towards, I didn't want to hit into the other posts, and there was a post, and I thought, I aim for that. Maybe I can hit the fender, right? I swear that's what I was doing. And we went up the fuck on it, man. And she's just sitting there like, you know, are we dead? No, you're not. No, you're not dead. And there we are, and we are sitting on the whole fucking chassis up on that fence post, and there's the the fence post is not there. I bet you we could find it. There may be a stump yet. And the bumper has got this dent in it, and you know what? That fucking vehicle, man, they called out the tow guy, and he pulled it off, and it drove home. We were in a goddamn tank. We weren't going to die. You'd have to roll off the side of a mountain to die in that. No seatbelts. And yet I can remember being in accidents in other vehicles with people that were like just ghastly. Nothing like that. Shit, man. Kelly went over a bit of a ditch because she lost it out towards Industrial Way. I could show you where it happened. And the same thing. Everything locked up. She had that little hatchback thing.
Dodge Colt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drove that thing.
Yeah, remember that? Well, it locked up, and I don't remember anybody rat racing that night. It just happened. And
I drove that thing to Barrie.
and Dennis was sitting beside me in the back seat. I think Bruce was too. I was sitting between Dennis and somebody, and Dennis stuck his head between his knees and kissed his ass goodbye. I can remember literally. I said, "What the?" He said, "Kiss your ass goodbye." And we went off like you know, like the ditch embankment is just near the railroad tracks, and it flew, and we came down, and that vehicle was trash. And we were walking someplace to find somebody. There's no cell phones in those days. And her mother was madder than hell. And honest to God, nobody was drunk. Nobody was nothing. It was just
Kelly's mom's wagon.
Yeah, we were just out, you know, doing whatever, picking somebody up or whatever, and boom, same thing. Wet and leaves and the whole bit, and just, you know, like that, remember the black ice issues? Hit something and went, uh-oh. And she's squealing and screaming. Dennis is talking to his ass going, let go of the fucking brake, do this, do that. And she's not doing none of it. Which goes to show that, you know, drop yourself on Saratoga 62 Chrysler, man. You can do anything.
Yeah, that was right.
Wow. My mom.
There's our
memory moments. Just some really awful stuff. But that off-road thing.
I don't know what it is about you.
Well,
I don't know what it is about you and getting off-road.
Yeah, well. So, but see, it was shortly after the Saratoga, and Mom said, well, you need driving lessons. And then I never had my license long. And then I was getting married, and I still didn't have my fucking driver's license. Can you imagine? 1970. And my mother said, this is ridiculous. And she sent me back to Vickery. And he was good, Tim. He was really good. He made us do things like Reno did. You know, he took us in places where there were like 4-inch pavement drops. And you go drive off the road. What? And then you just crank the wheel and send you off. and you had to come back on, like without slamming on the brakes, shifting speed. Like he was pretty cruel to us.
Made you drivers.
He actually did make us good drivers. Like really good drivers. Reno did the same thing with off pavement. I had a guy try to run me over out on, you know where they're doing the thing at Lickman with all the stuff?
Yeah.
I'm on the bike. We have got 3 and 4-inch pavement drops. Don't tell me I'm not going to do 20 or 30. And then it's rough pavement. And this massive truck blew the horn, cut in front of me, and tried and cut me off. Why would somebody do that?
Because they're impatient assholes.
Because they're idiots. And I thought, well, shit, man, am I doing anything wrong? And I thought, fuck no, Rita would say that I was probably doing pretty good. And coming off that bump, with that drop, I mean, it hurts. Bang, right? Okay, better slow this up and, ride the pegs a little bit. And okay, boom, there we go. And then some of the grooves, my front wheel's just going, whoa. Or, woo. And the ass end is dancing, and then I got to come back up on it. And I better hit it at 90 degrees. Oh, we didn't take the bike, but we went and did that. 9 kilometers took us 2 hours. Holy fuck, man! I can't believe 40 years later it's taken me to clock that.
There's also
Although 9 kilometers is close, because I've often said, we were a good 10 clicks out.
you said 10 miles.
Oh well, 10 miles, 10 clicks, whatever, But it did.
Remember, there was also alcohol involved that night, so.
I don't remember either of us being particularly drunk, Tim.
No, we weren't sober though.
Well, I don't even really remember it like that. I remember Jerry being bombed out of his mind on 3 beer, like, and you would have had, so what? We had a 12 pack. Well, he had 3 beer and then he drank a couple more. He drank a good half of it. Aneta had 1, maybe 2. I maybe had 1. How many is left?
None.
Now we just keep drinking.
Well, if you had 2 and I had 1, there's 3. If Aneta had 1, that's 4.
Jerry had 6.
Well, he drank a good half the pack because he was blitzed. So if you think about having a beer at 10 o'clock, even if I was a kid, whatever it was, and it wasn't like I had never drank before, a beer at 10 o'clock, I sure as hell wasn't very drunk at 2 in the morning. And I do know I had really high heels on.
Yeah, white ones.
White and red. Yeah. That was them.
Well, I think you took them off as we were carrying them over.
Yeah, I was walking barefoot, which is no wonder. Actually, 9 kilometers in bare feet, no wonder we walked slow. I mean, heels, first of all. It seems to me I had blisters up the whatever, and then that's, if we were slow, that's why. It was era before I started the boots. Once I had the boots, man, and I was 16, like, give me 20 miles, man, I'll be there in a half an hour.